welcome back to Minifigure Monday, the show that doesn't get any views, but the show that is ending soon. That's right.
It's
one
a
more
series
episode.
that's ending soon,
One more
yes.
episode after this one, and then it will be done.
We made a commitment.
To do 10, and we're sticking to it.
That's right.
Even though people are dropping like flies right and left. Actually, the Australian, it got a little bit more views than the other one.
Yeah.
But still, my other videos just do way better. So I'll put more time into that instead of researching like Dave does, as I don't take any credit for the researching. I just sit on there and, you know, do work for the channel, other work. But
so this is episode 9. What
episode
do we have?
9, the Kursk Minifigure. Now this is an interesting figure, and I think Dave is misremembering a lot of stuff about this minifigure. But this minifigure was originally $44. From Brickafit. Yeah, that's right. I believe the printing was a tiny bit different, but it was still $44. This is before Brickafit implemented their new pricing, which is now $20 per minifigure. But for some reason, they just price gouged this thing so high that it was legend. It was legendary with us. And finally, day came where there was a 44% off sale, and we got it in that 44% off minifigure scale.
So, the Battle of Kursk. You want to know about that, my young Padawan? Well, the battle took place over almost 2 months during July and August of 1943.
It was a bloody conflict in Russia.
It was beyond bloody. It was near Kursk, which is about 280 miles southwest of Moscow. And Hitler's big idea was to envelop the Russians that were in the Kursk area, take them prisoner, destroy those armies defending the area, and he figured this would put the Russians obviously at extreme disadvantage. He would use the prisoners as slave labor to help in the factories that were providing armaments for the German army, and plus Hitler thought this was going to make him look really good in the eyes of everyone, and might be enough to get the Allies to... What are you doing? This is what he does. He thought that the Allies might be so upset by this huge loss that they might want to pull out of the war, because there was some talk about that at this time. Anyway, thanks to British intelligence, or at least in part of British intelligence, the Russians knew the Germans were coming and had quite a long time to prepare defenses. This, folks, was the most massive tank battle ever in history. The Germans, they had among the 2,700 tanks that the Germans employed, there were 259 Panthers, 211 Tigers, and 90 Ferdinands. The Germans, in addition to the 2,700 tanks, had 500,000 men, 10,000 guns and mortars, and 2,500 aircraft. The Russians were dug in with almost 1.3 million men, 20 guns and mortars, 3,600 tanks, 2,650 aircraft, and 5 armies waiting in reserve that consisted of 500,000 men and 1,500 more tanks. This was
the Battle of Kursk.
This was epic. And anyway, Hitler thought,
depending on
Hitler thought he had a chance. It was not to be. For the first time in the history of World War II, the Germans were unable to punch through the lines. The Russians held. The Germans lost severely, and from then on, the die was pretty much cast on the Eastern Front. The Soviets would always have the upper hand. So, yeah, huge deal. And while tanks were a major part of the offensive, it's infantry. You can't have tanks without infantry and support. And so this represents one of the infantrymen, and I think we're going to get him up on his pedestal. He's got an MP40. He's got some exquisite printing, and let's take a look at this.
Alright, so here he is from the back side, and here he is from the front side. Just an awesome minifigure. He's got an MP40 with extended stock there, and then he also has those blue shorts, which are just really, or not shorts, blue pants with boots. Just an awesome minifigure, I think so. He's got a lot of gunk on his face, and just overall, just a very, very cool video. Very, very cool minifigure. Helmet, just exquisite printing all around. Dave, what do you think?
Yes, this was, when he first came out, he was quite the exciting minifigure because of all the exquisite printing, the camo, the texture printing on the, I think there's texture printing on the ammo belt, and the front and the back of the torso, and just a very fantastic minifig, and remains so today. Still one of your favorites.
Okay, so that was the Cursed Minifigure.
Yeah, and if you need parts or other minifigures or whatever,
not Brickmania, sadly, but
to help build a mock,
Lego,
go to our sponsor.
He also has some sets.
Cosby's Bricks.
Bricklink store. Get you 10% off if you use code word Brickafit. So I do want to answer a few questions before this video ends. There's two questions actually. One is from Ben Urchum. Ben Urchum, I think is how you pronounce it. He's from England, I believe. But he asked, when is the Western series going to start? And that's going to be after the Kursk and the Town of Tyre series. So after those two things concludes, there's going to be probably 5 episodes. The Town of Tyre season 1. There's of course 10 to this, and then after that we'll do the Western series thing. So that's where that is. The Western series is going to be basically where I build a different mock each episode, and it turns into a huge town at the end.
Nice.
The other question is do you wear the same clothes? or do you just record on the same day? I record on the same day. We don't wear the same clothes. I mean, I do wear the same shirts some days. I'm going to point that out there.
You know, that's an interesting question, actually.
And you always wear the same jacket, but...
Well, no, I try and vary it, but, you know, working at home and not going out and doing anything, I tend to...
That's we wear shirts in a row.
Be in jammies and whatnot quite a bit.
I'm in pajamas right now, honestly.
Yeah, so I'll put on, you know, regular clothes to do the videos, but they never get dirty, so why not?
I wear pajamas. I'm wearing pajamas right now.
Yeah, it's really, getting pretty sloppy here at our household insofar as clothes and stuff are concerned. Or it could be...
And I'm content with it.
Yeah, you're content with it. It could be that we actually change our clothes maybe twice a day. That's just... We do film
videos. We do film videos on the same day. We usually either film videos usually Sunday or Saturday, or sometimes Friday. But when we film videos, we tend to film the same video, like all the videos at once, usually. Just so you know, unless if it's like something like the Town of Tyre, which we did over the course of several days.
Doesn't seem to matter. We can look and we'll be watching an old video and we'll go, you're wearing the same thing now 6 months later than you were wearing at the time you.
Well, we don't change between that many shirts, especially Dave here. He's always wearing the flannels.
Yeah, I got, you know, what else do you need? A pair of jeans and a flannel shirt. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, see you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
See you guys on the next one. If you have any more questions,
got to stick around for the 10th and final installment of Minifig Monday. We're going to go out with a bang, right?
Yes, and if you have any more questions, please just leave them down in the comments, and I'll answer them probably on next week's video.